Today we are going to study about the lesson heat. You all know different type of object in the world having different hotness. You know the ice cream. We used to tell ice cream is cold. And spoon in a teacup, a hot teacup, we have put one spoon, that the spoon become hot. Fruit juice, it may be, if it is cold, it is kept inside the fridge or that it become cold, so it become cold. Handle of a frying pan, it is hot. So different object have different hotness. If an object is having more hot or more hotness, that we are calling that object as hot object. If an object is having less hotness, that we are calling it as cold object. There is an activity, we can do this activity in your home or in your school. In that activity you need to take 3 beakers of water, in which first beaker we have to take hot water, not the hot water means not the boiling water, it's a hot water, just it is having a temperature of 40 degree, just little bit hot water, not the boiling water, remember that point. Then you have to take some second bottle, you have to take some cold water. Third beaker you have to take normal water. Then for doing this activity, first you have to put your left hand on the hot water and your right hand inside the cold water, and keep these two hands in water for 2 minutes or 1 minute. After 1 minute, take out these two hands you take out and put inside the normal water. This is left and this is right hand, and this is your right hand and this is your left hand. So here what happened, before doing this, you can say, when you put this left hand inside water, what is happening actually? The hand is having less temperature than the hot water. So heat from the hot water used to go into the hand. From the water you are getting heat is going into the hand. In this case, what is happening? We put the cold water, your hand is put in cold water, your hand have more hot, so heat is going out from your hand. So when hotness is going out from our body, we feel cold, and when hotness is going into our body, we feel hot. See, when you put these two hands together in normal water, what happens? These right hand, here you put the right hand, you feel cold here, you put inside the normal water. These right hand have less heat than the normal water. That means, just I am telling, it is having 40 degrees centigrade and this is having 10 degrees centigrade. Your right hand is now it is having 20 degree centigrade. So this I am telling it is having 30 degrees centigrade. So from this temperature here, the temperature is going into the hand. 30 degrees centigrade is high temperature is going to the hand. So here you are feeling cold. Now the hotness is going into your body. So you feel in right hand you feel hot. Hotness you feel inside the right hand. In the left hand, what is happening? Left hand you put in 40 degrees, so your temperature is 39 degree. You feel it is 39 degrees your hand temperature. When you put in 39 degree, it is having high temperature. So from high temperature is going to 30 degree. So here the temperature is going out from your hand. That's why in this hand you feel cold. You feel cold in this left hand. You understood how the temperature, we feel temperature because of this process. Heat is going from high hot region to high to low hot region. Low hot, high to low. Heat is transferring from high to low. That's why we are feeling cold. Okay, then we come now you understood how our temperature, how we are feeling hot and cold, and now we move to the next topic. What is the word? I use the word temperature. What is temperature? A reliable measure of hotness of an object is called as temperature. That means the reliable measurement of hotness of an object, that is called as temperature. We are measuring hotness of an object by means of temperature. So coming to the next type, next word, for measuring temperature, we cannot if you are touching we feel it hot, but we cannot find it the quantity of the temperature or hotness. The quantity of the temperature is measured. The quantity, how much hot it is measured by a device which is called as thermometer. Thermometer is a device used to find out the temperature of an object. Thermometer is a device used to find out the hotness of an object or the temperature of an object. So different type of thermometers are available nowadays. There are many type of thermometer. You can see different type of thermometer here. This one, the thermometer, this is having mercury here. With the help of mercury, this thermometer is working. So it can be called as mercury thermometer. We are coming in details. Second type of thermometer, it is not working with the mercury. The temperature is showing digitally here. So this is a digital thermometer. This is another type of digital thermometer. These are all different type of thermometers. So for measuring temperature, we have thermometers. So thermometers can be divided into or classified into different type. First type of thermometer is clinical thermometer. The thermometer which is used to measure the temperature of human body is called as clinical thermometer. You know the meaning of clinic, that means hospital. So these clinical thermometers are using in hospitals to measure the temperature of human body. So we can say that clinical thermometer. There are different types of clinical thermometers are there in our market nowadays. So you can see these thermometers. This is, I told, this is working with the help of mercury. The metal field in this is in this area is, but this area, it is the metal which is called as mercury. So the mercury metal is using here, that's why this thermometer is called as mercury thermometer. And this I told, it is having the digital display here, so it is called as digital thermometer. This is another type of thermometer. We are coming into these thermometers now. Then so mercury thermometer contains mercury in it, and it's held for the measurement of temperature. So here the mercury is here, and the mercury will, when the mercury get heated, the mercury will rise through the tube inside the thermometer. Inside the thermometer there is a small tube. Through the small tube the mercury will rise up. According to the rise up, we have already studied in 6th class, expansion of metal. When metal get heated, the metal expands, increases in size. That is, likewise, the metal here, the mercury here get expanded, and it move through the small tube inside, and when it reach and stop in one point, that is the expansion limit. So when that stops, that is the temperature of that object. Here the mercury thermometer works with the principle of expansion of metals on heating, or mercury metal on heating. So this is the working of mercury thermometer. This is the digital thermometer. Digital thermometer is a thermometer which detect the thermometer, and it shows the reading in the form of LCD, means or digital display. It show in the form of digits. So digit is shown, the temperature is written. What is the temperature here? It will be written in the form of digits. So that type of thermometer we call it as digital thermometer. Digital thermometer is not working. There is no mercury inside the digital thermometer. Digital thermometer works with the heat sensing diodes. Mercury thermometer is working with the heat sensing diodes. So if this mercury, last type of thermometer we taught about the digital mercury thermometer. The mercury is a poisonous substance that will cause a lot of health problems, and where it is environmental problems. That's why we are removing that mercury thermometer. Nowadays we are using, instead of mercury thermometer, we are using digital thermometers. So this is one of the modern instrument which we are now, it is common in this COVID time. So this instrument is called as infrared thermometer. This instrument is infrared thermometer, which focus and detect the infrared radiation emitted from the body of an object and determine the temperature of that object. It is determining the temperature of an object by sensing the infrared radiation emitting from the body, infrared radiation coming from the body of the person, and detecting the temperature. So this thermometer is called as infrared thermometer. So there is different type of thermometer. You got the basic ideas of about different type of thermometer. So thermometer, you might have seen this is a clinical thermometer. While reading the clinical thermometer, we have to take care of some certain instructions. So it is having this area, it is filled with mercury, and the mercury is moving through the small tube inside it, that we already taught. So here there is a small knot like part. Knot means it's a small tie, just a tie or a small crevice. So because of the crevice, the mercury cannot go down, otherwise all the mercury will fall here. So the rise of mercury become difficult afterwards. So the mercury will fall up to here. When it is coming down, mercury will fall up to here. So when we touch this part on a body of a person, due to the expansion it will go up and we will get the temperature. So here it is written here is 37, it's written there 37 degree centigrade is a normal human body temperature. 37 is a normal human body temperature that we used to measure with the help of this clinical thermometer. So here I told a knot is there which is preventing the flow of mercury from the tube. That knot is known as kink. The kink is present in these mercury clinical thermometers. So this part is called as bulb of thermometer. Where the mercury is filled, this part is called as bulb of thermometer, and this is a body of thermometer, and this is a mercury thread. And here you can see the reading from 35 to 42. So we can measure the range of thermometer range from 35 degrees centigrade to 42 degrees centigrade. This much temperature only we can read by using a clinical thermometer. So the range of clinical thermometer is 35 to 42 degree, 35 to 42 degree Celsius. This is a range of clinical thermometer. So while reading the clinical thermometer, what are the other thing we have to be in our mind that, so while reading, you can see this girl is reading the clinical thermometer. How we will read? That's another point. How we will read? We have to keep this bulb fully inside the body of an organism or human being. It may be inside the mouth, or it may be in the armpit, or it may be in the anus, or any part. The bulb will be completely covered with the body part, and it has to be kept for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes we have to take out and we can read the temperature. So while keeping it for 2 minutes, we will get the mercury will rise up and we will get the expansion level, whichever is the temperature here. So after taking out from the body of that person, we have to read it in the line of sight. That means it will be in the straight line with the eyes. Okay, it will be in the straight line with the eyes. So then only we will get directly, we can see the reading, correct reading. We will see if the our eye is exactly on a straight line with the thermometer. So mercury reading will be in a the mercury thermometer will read at a along our eyesight. So some other precautions we have to take care while reading the thermometer. That thermometer should washed before and after use with an antiseptic solution. If you are using this thermometer for different persons, we are using the same thermometer, so it should be washed with an antiseptic solution. What is the meaning of an antiseptic solution? So solution which can able to kill the microorganism is called as antiseptic solution. So we have to wash antiseptic solution. Spirit is an antiseptic solution, Dettol is an antiseptic solution, or boiling water is an antiseptic solution. So by using these type of, not the boiling water, if you use a boiling water for antiseptic for killing the microorganisms, the glass will break. So we cannot use a hot water here. So we can use certain other antiseptic solution before and after the use of a clinical thermometer for one person. For using another person, again we have to wash it with an antiseptic solution. So you might have seen that the sister or nurse is shaking the thermometer hard, very hard, 2 or 3 times before measuring it. Why she is shaking that thermometer? So actually she wants to ensure that the level of mercury will be below 35. You have seen the thermometer, if it is ranges from 35 to 40, if it is the thermometer mercury level is on 37, again we are keeping on other person thermometer level, just 1 second. So see here, the mercury level is on 37. The same level, if you are keeping for another person, the mercury will rise from this point to more. So we will not get the correct reading. For getting correct reading, the mercury, we are shaking the thermometer. So before reading, we have to ensure that the level of mercury will be below 35 Celsius. And this thermometer is made by a glass. So if you are using this, if it is hit with an object, it may break. So handle the thermometer very carefully. These are the precautions we have to take while reading the thermometer. Normal body temperature of a human being is 37 degrees centigrade. See, another unit I have written here, another 3 units are here. For measuring the temperature, we have different units. Degree Celsius is one unit, Fahrenheit, degree Fahrenheit is another unit, Kelvin is another unit. There are 3 units here. In these 3 units, we have the temperature marked here. 37 degree in the normal, Fahrenheit, degree Celsius, Fahrenheit it is 98.6 Fahrenheit, and Kelvin is 310 Kelvin. Then this is the thermometer. We are coming to this thermometer. Here you can see another thermometer I have marked here, alcohol thermometer. This here, instead of mercury, it is filled with alcohol. This is another type of thermometer. Alcohol also shows the expansion, and we can measure the heat of that object by using this alcohol thermometer. This another type of thermometer. It is a laboratory thermometer. It is used in scientific laboratories to measure the temperature of different substances. In laboratories, we are using the thermometer. That thermometer, it is larger in size than the clinical thermometer. This you can see by the picture itself. You can see the difference. So here we told the range of clinical thermometer is from 35 to 42 degree centigrade. But in the case of clinical thermometer, here it is a 0 degree centigrade. You can see the 0 degree centigrade here, and this is a minus 10 degree centigrade. So we can measure the temperature from minus 10 degree centigrade to, this is 100 and then again 10. That means 110 degree centigrade we can measure with the help of laboratory thermometer. So this laboratory thermometer, you see, it is also mercury thermometer. It is also having a long mercury tube, and it is can measure from minus 10 degree centigrade to 110 degree centigrade. So the range of laboratory thermometer is from minus 10 degree centigrade to 110 degree centigrade. So this is the difference between clinical and laboratory thermometer. What are the other differences? You can see here, the king is present in clinical thermometer, but is no king is there for the laboratory thermometer. That is, king is absent in laboratory thermometer. And you can see the size. This is big in size, and clinical thermometer is small in size. So this is the difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Then what are the similarities between clinical and laboratory thermometer? You see the similarities. What are the similarities? Both are made by glass, and both have bulb. These and these having bulb, and both are used for measuring temperature, and both are made by glass. So both are having mercury bulbs and mercury in it. So these are the similarity between the clinical thermometer, and we have pointed out some difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. So while reading the laboratory thermometer, we have to take in certain steps. Which are the certain steps we have to take while reading the laboratory thermometer? What are the steps? While reading the laboratory thermometer, the temperature thermometer will be upright. So while reading the temperature of this liquid, it should be in a straight upright position. It will be in straight position, upright position, not between tilted or not in this. This is a wrong method. So it has to be in a straight line. So it will be upright like this. In the straight way we have to put the thermometer. And second point, the bulb should be complete. So the bulb is inside the liquid now. So if the bulb, we are putting the bulb here, we will get the correct reading. No, half of the bulb is filled here, so we will not get the correct reading. So bulb will be filled completely in by the liquid which we are measuring. And third point, the bulb, if you are tilted and it is we put like this, the bulb is here, it is touching the bottom of the beaker. So and we are touching taking the measurement like this. If you feel, I am taking measurement like this, the bulb is touching here, so it will not read the temperature of the liquid, it will read the temperature of this beaker. So can we get the correct measure? No. So bulb will not touch the container. So these are the precautions we have to see while reading a clinical thermometer. So these are the difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. We already discussed a range, and this is the range of laboratory thermometer. No king is there for laboratory thermometer. The risk king is present to prevent the fall of mercury below the king. Okay, these are the king. This is small in size, and this is laboratory thermometer is large in size, and it is having measure the body temperature, and it is used to measure the laboratory equipment, laboratory liquids or any other substance.